Welcome to Game 2 of the Group B Round 2 Continental Cup in Nottingham. Game 1 saw Riga beat The Hague 8-3. The GMB Nottingham Panthers were hoping for a victory along the same lines as they faced Spanish champions Vitoria-Gasteiz. Chris Ellis was alongside me, Gary Moran, in the commentary box.
Nottingham now have it with Caprero, gets a push for his efforts and then just goes along the boards for Benedict. Benedict uses his strength, he's being muscled and hustled in the corner there. Is Benedict going to come? That could be the first penalty of the night. There's a high hit on Clark. Clark draws the penalty. I don't think there's any blood. Referee goes over to have a look and he is going to put the man in the penalty bench. Well, that's a big hit on the boards and it's let go. Benedict has it. Lakovic far side. Murray has it on the blue line. A pass there. And Nottingham have it now with Francis. Francis top of the left circle. Shot comes in and it's there. And Nottingham score through Murray. And they are in the lead. Solskjaer may have got the tip, but it looks as though it was floated through. I think it's Murray's goal. And it is Nottingham leading by a goal to nil.
Shoot on target, you never know what can happen. Number 20, Chris Murray, at 3:49, pops it into the back of the net with one of those goals where the shot's about 18 inches off the ice. There's a bit of a screen, and the poor goalie in the Spanish net didn't see it coming. It landed in the back of the net, and the smaller than usual but still handsome crowd here at the Capital FM Arena have Panthers' first goal in the Continental Cup to celebrate.
Boxall picks it up. Henley then has it. Just takes his time. Don't forget Nottingham still killing a penalty for 14 more seconds. Boxall once more. Henley just tries to shove it down the ice, but it's snuffed out. So final few seconds of the penalty kill for Nottingham. Norton will come back onto the ice now. There's a man at the back door, and that's gone into the back of the net, and it is 1-1. And that was just all alone at the back door. I think it was Sixner. And Nottingham concede just as the power play was coming to an end. A bit of lax marking and Kowalski is beaten. It's 1-1.
I think it's technically an even-handed goal. I think we stepped out of the gate. Goal comes at 17:31. Craig Kowalski was stretching to get the first one, and then he scrambled to get back but couldn't get back in time to stop the guy slamming it in at the back post.
Caprero, right-hand side for Nottingham, looking to regain the lead here. Shot comes in from left side, takes a few bobbles, and Wren picks it up, turns in a circle, comes out in front, and Nottingham score through Ryan. He had a lot of time in the slot, he went high, and with 22 seconds gone in the second period, Nottingham strike early. Nottingham leading by 2-1.
We suspected a team talk to wake up and shake up, and that could well be what's happened. Bobrin with some exquisite skills, and Renner threw it out front, and Matt Ryan showed a nice touch or two as well and lobbed it straight into the back of the net over the shoulder of Al Kane, the visiting keeper, who is technically the home keeper, but just for tonight.
Nearly 8 minutes left then, just ticking down to the 8-minute mark to go in period 2. And Weaver has it. Caprero goes for Benedict, who rings it around the boards. So Nottingham will go in and chase. The Spanish will try and clear. They can't. Caprero, lovely pass. Benedict in the slot. And it's touched in. The final touch from Clark. And the captain scores. And with 7:49 to go in period 2, it is Panthers leading by 3-1.
32-11 gone, nice goal by the Panthers, nice little interplay, nice little work with the puck, and then it was David Clark, the captain there, just to put the back of the stick down, angle it the right way, and turn it in behind Al Kane, the keeper for Vitoria-Gasteiz. Panthers get a 2-goal cushion for the first time in the Continental Cup.
Anderson right-hand side. Benedict now neutral, comes away from his man into the offensive zone. Caprero back for Benedict. Benedict right-hand side for Caprero off the backboards. Clark has it left-hand side. And that one's cleared by Gasteiz. 3:45 to go, period 2. Lovely play from Benedict. Clark one-on-one with the netminder, and he gets his second of the night. You knew the moment he got the puck and he was clear, he was going to score. Goal number 2 for David Clark. The GMB Panthers 4, Vitoria-Gasteiz 1.
36-18 gone, and when Panthers stole into enemy territory that time, they had 2 men wide open. Clarkey could have dished it, he chose to shoot it, and it went into the back of the net. Panthers lead by 3.
Boxall goes behind the net while Nottingham take a line change. Caprero steps on the ice, Benedict too. And Boxall does his job, and Nottingham get their line change complete with Clark. Benedict then has it behind the net. Benedict waits for a moment, out in front, shot! And that's a lovely goal from Caprero. It bounces in off the pipes, I think. And Nottingham score and lead by 5 goals to 1. And the man returning from injury, Caprero, gets goal number 5.
Supervision from the GMB Panthers. Heads up play from Brandon Benedict. Who's free, who wants it? Chris Caprero was in the slot. Heads up play from him, took the pass, one-timed it. Cookie jar off the top shelf. Panthers lead by an extra goal.
Now Nottingham may run up the scoreboard in this period now. You just feel the tide is turning. You see the Spanish side are tiring. I mean, what a turnaround for them. They thought they were going to play Spanish League action at the weekend. I went on their website and saw that they had to move a game. Oh, there's a man loose in front of the net, and they score, and it is now 5-2, and it is Nottingham who concede. I think it's Juan Monons who scores, and Green concedes, and Nottingham have their lead cut to 5-2.
42-27 gone, the puck was right in front, and the kid went upstairs, and Dan Green dropped down, and it went over his shoulder, and it's a 5-2 scoreline, as you rightly say. But there's only one side going to win this one.
Klapak has it. Shot comes in from left side, and it is 5-3. And they do score on the power play, and they go and celebrate with the players on the bench. And with 6:40 to go in the game, it is goal number 3 for the Spanish champions.
The Spanish side win the third and last period with Dan Green in goal for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. It was a hard-working effort from the men in green, but it was a competent effort from the men in white, and they had spare gears to go too. They'll probably need them before this tournament's out, and if they get through this tournament in Nottingham to make progress to the third round, the next round, they'll certainly need to play a lot better than that. But for the time being, a win's a win, and Panthers lead this one by 5-3 at the final hooter, and they join Riga on a win in the Continental Cup here at the world-famous Capital FM Arena.
Rick, was that a more narrower victory than you thought maybe at the start of the game?
That was absolutely unacceptable. We didn't do anything right. We didn't. The guys weren't prepared. They couldn't pass. They couldn't skate. They couldn't shoot. And the worst of all, they couldn't think. Take nothing away from the other team. They worked hard, but their skill level was nowhere near as high as ours. And for some reason, we just wanted to play as individuals. Breakdowns everywhere, and it's a game that I don't think we could have played any worse. And if we want to progress to the next round, we're going to have to pick it up over the next couple of days.
Did it surprise you, because Nottingham teams over the last 2 or 3 years haven't been like that, have they?
No, it's disappointing the way, you know, they came out and they were flat, and they didn't play well at all. There was nothing there. There was everything was off tonight. Passing, skating, shooting, the whole 9 yards. You know, but we had enough. I guess it was just enough talent to win the game, but it wasn't through hard work.
But a win's a win. It's a cliche, but you are off and running, and that's probably the good point to take from it.
Yeah, we won the game. Can't be disappointed with winning a hockey game, but we can be disappointed with the performances of some of the players, and they were way below average, and we got to get better.
Did the Spanish side surprise you as a coaching staff? Were they better than you thought you would be?
Oh yeah, they were a lot better than we thought they would be, but they worked hard, and they were You know, maybe skill-wise they weren't there, but work ethic, they were right up there with one of those. You know, they worked hard for 60 minutes and they made a game of it.
Looking at the tournament, and I know you and Corey watched the first game in great detail, do you think Riga are your biggest threat for going through to the next stage?
The way we played tonight, the next game's the biggest threat. Yeah, Riga, they were outstanding. Super skilled, control the puck, play that Euro hockey where they're just going to delay, look for late guys. You know, well coached, good legs. They're relentless all over the ice, and as you saw the score 8-2, they handled the Hague quite easily. And I thought it would be different. I thought the Hague would win the game, but give those kids from Riga credit. They were outstanding.
But you've still got to take it up a level tomorrow night to beat the Hague, haven't you?
Oh yeah, you got to take it up another level. I think we were in the base, and we got about 10 more levels to go. And they got some really good hockey players. They got some North Americans. They got a little of everything, and they're a very good hockey team. And if you underestimate them, we're going to be in big trouble.
Okay, thanks, Rick.
Thank you,
David. Your coaching staff have been out and expressed quite a disappointment about what they saw tonight. As captain, what are you feeling?
Yeah, we're disappointed with how we performed tonight. That's unacceptable for us as a team. You know, we talked about before the game that obviously they're not going to be the highest skilled opposition, so you know we need to play at a good pace and obviously run our routes and stick to our systems. And we kind of got away from that pretty much after the first 5 minutes and made it hard work of it. You know, made it a tough night.
I'm not trying to make excuses for anyone, but do you think sometimes it is hard to play a team that is so unfancied, such a low level, and sometimes people expect a massive scoreboard? It doesn't always pan out that way, does it?
No, you're right, it doesn't. But us as professionals, we have to be able to go and execute and put games like that to bed by the middle of the second period. And you know, it's something which you know we didn't do tonight. You know, we're all aware of that, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
I think everyone in the Panthers camps knows that they weren't good enough, but did the Spanish at the same time kind of play better than you expected?
For me, and I kind of know not to underestimate, you know, teams from maybe non-hockey nations, because you know we see it in the World Championships. Like these countries are getting better. They had quite a few dual nationals or imported players on that team. So you know obviously they're not up to our standard, but again you can't take them lightly, and it kind of hurt us today. But you know, plus side is we won the game, and new day tomorrow, and we get a chance to rectify itself against another team.
I know we talked before the tournament that we thought the refereeing would be different, a bit more like World Championship, but I think the refs in both games let a bit more go than usual. Yeah,
I was kind of surprised. That was more elite league officiating out there, and there was quite a lot that got let go. I think that probably hindered us too, because you know we were playing a pretty disciplined game, and there's probably quite a few calls that were kind of missed. But it's the way it goes, and you know you have to continue to play and create your opportunities. But you know, like I say, plus side is we got the win, and we go back to work tomorrow.
And they're always special tournaments. This is now your third in the Continental Cup. There's just a special feel about a European tournament.
Yeah, you know, I said a few times now. It's nice to represent our nation, and obviously the elite league. And it's important that we do well, because you know it's time that we start to get credit in this league. That you know it is an established league, and it is a quality league, and it's getting better every year.